guys, and welcome back to This Crazy Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite honey wheat bread recipe. I've been perfecting this recipe for several years now and I absolutely love it. The best part is it's only 6 ingredients, and if you use a KitchenAid, it's super simple. I'll show you exactly how to make it right now. Alright, so these are the 6 ingredients we'll be needing today. You'll need 1.5 tablespoons yeast, 2 cups warm water, half a cup of honey, 4 cups of whole wheat flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and half a cup of rolled oats. So you're going to start out by adding in your yeast. You can use instant yeast or rapid rise yeast, whatever you have. And then you're going to add in 2 cups of warm water. Just make sure it's not super hot, but it needs to be warm. And then you're going to add in your honey. Alright, so now you're going to go ahead and let the yeast sit for about 5 minutes or so and let it bubble up, just like that. And then you're going to get your paddle attachment for your KitchenAid, and you can do this by hand. I just have a KitchenAid, and so I like to take the easy route. And now you're going to go ahead and start adding in your whole wheat flour, and I just do this in 1 cup increments. And then about halfway through you're going to want to add in your salt and also your add-in. I always choose to use rolled oats, but you can also put in flax seeds, sunflower seeds, whatever you'd like. And once you finish adding on your flour, you're going to go ahead and take the paddle attachment off. And then you're going to go ahead and get your dough hook attachment put on. And I like to set a timer for 4 minutes so I know exactly how long I need to knead my dough for. And then you're going to add in just a little bit of whole wheat flour, just enough so that your dough is not sticking to the edge and it starts to kind of pull away from the edge of the bowl a little bit. And you can see what that needs to look like here. And my KitchenAid was kind of getting away from me and scooting all around my counter, but it all worked out. And then once your 4 minutes of kneading is up, go ahead and turn that off. And you're going to pull the dough off of the dough hook. And take your bowl off. Then you're going to want to add a little bit of flour onto your ball of dough, just enough so that it doesn't stick onto your counter, and then knead it just a few times and start shaping it into a nice little ball. And you can see the texture here, and then I'll show you up close what it looks like. Okay, now you want to go ahead and take a bowl and use some cooking spray. I like to use coconut cooking spray, and just go ahead and spray the inside of your bowl a little bit, and that way your dough won't stick when you try and pull it out later. And I also like to lightly dust the inside of the bowl with some of the whole wheat flour. That just seems to help a little bit too. And then go ahead and just drop your dough right into the bowl, and we're going to go ahead and put a towel on it to cover and let it sit for a few hours until it about doubles in size. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours and the dough has risen to about double its size. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our loaf pan, and we're going to use that same cooking spray that I had used earlier, the coconut oil cooking spray, and you're going to want to coat the edges and you're going to want to coat the bottom as well. And then you're going to go ahead and grab your dough and just kind of push it down and roll it out onto your counter once again. And you're going to want to use just a little bit more of the whole wheat flour to kind of dust around it so it doesn't stick anymore to your counter or to the pan. And then you're just going to shape it into a loaf, and it doesn't need to look perfect. It's homemade bread, so that's kind of just part of it. And then you're going to put it inside of your loaf pan, and we're going to let this rise one more time, so we'll cover it up and let it rise for another 30 to 40 minutes, and I'll show you what that looks like. And now it's been about 30 minutes, and you can see how much it's risen here, so we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven. Alright, so our bread has been baking in a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes, and this is what it looks like when it's all done. And I almost dropped it right there, so thank goodness I didn't. And now we'll go ahead and let it cool here for a few minutes. And the last thing I like to do is just take a stick of butter, and while the bread is still warm, I just kind of run it across the top of the bread, and it just seems to keep the bread a little bit more moist during the week while we kind of eat on it. And now we'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the inside. This bread is so simple to make and it's so delicious. I hope you guys can make it and enjoy it just like we do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you here next time.